this is Bisa, Miles of Diamonds and Crafts. I have to tell you, this is a take two, at least on this part. I was not looking at where the camera was, so I did a video and you can only see half. Half of everything. So here I am again. Welcome. This is June's month in review. I had 2 finishes, and I don't know what else I said in that last video. I was probably babbling anyway, but I had 2 finishes, and the first one is Fool. The Fool is part of the Witchy Stitcher tarot card collection at JD Gym Shop. Isn't it so cute? So I have, I think it's 22 or 24, I can't remember, but I have all except 3 of the cards, and I'm waiting for another discount. When I order from there, I have this number, like I can't order over a certain amount, so I didn't order the last 3. But after that, I'm going on a strict no buy, not even a low buy. And yeah, that's so cute. So this is the second one I've done, which was over a year ago when they first started issuing these. The last 10 or whatever just came out this year. So now that I have the majority of them, I'm just gonna go in order. So this was 0, and so they're, and I forgot what, I think it's called, like the vintage, the big tarot card with all of them on there. Oh my gosh, I want to get it so bad, but it's $555. And since I have all of the individuals, am I gonna do it all over again? There's a creator who's doing the cross stitch version of it, cross stitch conversion version of it. And it's coming out so cute, but it's so big. It's so big. I have no business trying to get it, especially since I have all the individual ones. So I have snapped myself into reality, and I'm not gonna do it. My second finish is, these mini canvas, mini dazzles. I'm not a mini dazzles, that's Diamond Club's version of it, but this is from Paint Gems National Parks Edition 2, and I started these last year. I think I took them with me traveling, and it's about 10 of them, and I just finished the last 4 probably a couple weeks ago. Even though I finished these, I don't think I ever showed them, but I had these in order as I was finishing them in this book, and I had finished these Betty Boops beforehand, so I didn't finish them this month, but when I start to finish one, I put them in the book. That's why they're not in the right order. But anyway, that's the 10 national parks. And then I did these. Now these are mini dazzles from Diamond Art Club, and 80s edition. And since I grew up in the 80s, this was so fun to do. It's so cute to have. I remember having my first Polaroid. I remember the Rubik's Cube. I don't think I had one, but I think a relative did. And you know, everybody wanted to be like the people who are on TV doing it all fast. I think I got maybe to do 2 sides. And that was it. So there's a boom box, got a VHS tape, cassette tape, and a TV. So those are really cute. I would like to, I don't know. In theory, I like to fill this book up, but you can see, you know, it's so thick that I don't think I could without it busting in the seams. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because I'm thinking maybe I should stop. But I hate to waste pages. I hate to have the pages not done. So that is that. Then here are my whips. This is the temperature chart that I was doing that came from Diamond Art Studio. I mean, it's coming out really pretty, but as you can see, I've only done up to February and it's July. I started March. The way I do it sometimes is I do the background and then I fill in the days. I really thought at the beginning of the month, my goal was to catch up. So by the end of June, I'd be finishing up June and then have it in. But you see, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. I got bored and put it aside, and that's that. And I think this is the last whip that I have to re-video. And then we're all straight after that. You'll see a little glimpse of me going. So this is what I've been working on this week. I am off from work this week, and my original goal was to work on each of my 12 whips. I have 12, and you know, just work on one. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm just so into finishing and working on this one. So after I did the row, which I am putting in a video that I was just gonna do so all the way to the end of the week, and hopefully by the end of the week, by the end of that video, this will be finished. But I just love the pumpkin head, and I love how they have the, like, the sun coming in on her face. But look how cute that is. I think it came out really cute. And this I have, I guess three rows left. I haven't worked on any of it today. It's quite early. I wanted to just get this video out the way, get it edited and posted, and then I'll sit back and work on it. It's really hot here today. I really had these plans. Oh, this came. I don't know. That's a square. That don't even belong in here. Oh, I didn't even say. This is Cursed by Mrs. Butter D. And I started for Thrills and Chill. I think Drills and Chill last year. I wasn't really participating. I just liked the idea of starting a Halloween canvas, and that's what I have not really done. I haven't done at all in 2026 is get into an events, because you'll see a lot of my whips was things that I started for events and didn't finish, and that's how I ended up with so many. I mean, I didn't have to keep starting. I could have kept going, but I've enjoyed all these different canvases, and you know, it was fun at the time. It's just I ran out of time, and then I just moved on to another event, and I learned my lesson. And so my goal is to just finish up these 12. That would be great to have 12 finishes, excuse me, at the end of the year. But I like the number 12, and that's what I'm going to stick with. Just keeping 12 whips. I just have to find a way not to keep replacing, you know, finish one and replacing it and keep working on that one and not getting the other ones done. And you will see that a lot of them are fairly large, and it's gonna take time to do. So I either am going to, and that's what I started off, just doing one section, because even if it's not Diamond Art Club, I still use release papers that are about the same size. So just going through however long it takes. So if I do one day, next day move to another one, move to another one, move to another one. I'm sure I'll get very tired of doing that, but at least things will keep moving, and I've touched some of everything every week. But I know, I already know while I'm saying that that's gonna get old. But a whole week will only be, really through 4 a week, and that's why with that one. I did see some creators were doing weekends or say for small projects. That's still not going to move the ones I have, but at least that'd be something to guarantee me having something done, because you know the little minis can go pretty fast. Always missing a drill. I hate that when drills just pop out. But anyway, that is it for this part, and you'll see the rest of my whips in the next clip. Okay, so I had to kind of situate this because I didn't do the mirror to make sure that I had this in frame. But anyway, here is the Geneva Bowers, a Cup of Sunshine that I've been working on. I started this in February. Oh, how pretty. Doesn't it look pretty? I've been doing a lot of enhancements. Oh my gosh. See, looking at this through the viewer, I wasn't, you know, while you're working on it, you don't really notice it. But oh my gosh, how pretty is this coming. See, now I definitely want to work on this. I am doing enhancements of it. If you look at the original, you might see some of the colors look a little different. Although I'm swapping it by code with enhancements. Some of the shading is just not the same. And what I mean is like this one color, say it's 3803, and it's in the burgundy purple family, but I mean look more purple. That is so pretty. See, I definitely need to go back to it. Go back to it because it is so pretty. Okay, anyway, let's move on. So yeah, this was kind of getting caught, the plastic. So the plastic was bent back and it got stuck. I'm not gonna put it back into the thing, wasting time to try to do that on camera. Okay, so the next one, this whip, this is the mystery. I was telling you about this in the last video, and yeah, and Chandra, she mentioned that it's probably a night image, and I think she is right. I still can't quite figure out what that is, but so it's not a mystery to like a mystery kit, like Diamond Art Club kind of mystery. So I'm not spoiling anything. It's only a mystery to me. And with the one with the diamond art, I don't know if they still do it, and I still haven't looked, but it was a canvas swap. So someone picked this for me, but when I was doing the canvas swap, I didn't realize the canvases came like this. I thought the mystery was that I didn't know what it was. So when I got it, I was like, huh? And I see what someone was saying about, you know, this maybe being trees and stuff. I didn't see it at all before, but yeah, so that's as far as I've gotten. And since they don't have like Diamond Art Club to perforate it, I'm just using these sheets. So these are the sections that I'm gonna concentrate on. But yeah, that is that. That is that one. So try not to waste too much charm these days. I almost wasn't going to do it because I usually just concentrate on ones that I was actually actively working on. But I did work on that one. But I also just wanted to show everything. Okay. And here is, so I was showing how I was using the clips, these clips to hang up things, but this is a larger canvas and it was bunched up. I did order some clips from the squat shop that are bigger. This is the smaller one, but they're even thicker than these. And I think that might go better on a longer canvas like this. Now, part of me is like, why did I do this to myself? I was participating in oh, I can't think of the name. The one that has like 200 colors on a lot of her canvases. But I was working on an event for that. And then the event that Summer was doing with these larger canvases came. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick out something that's a lot of color blocking to balance with the heavy confetti. Josephine Wall. Is that her name? I was about to say Josephine Peggy. But to go with that canvas, something with color blocking. But this is about the time I realized I don't really like color blocking. So, but I mean, it's cute. It's really cute what I have so far. And I actually have an idea to add like a seashell and maybe a sand castle. Like I've looked up how to chart it. And I even bought drills that match this to look more like the dark wet sand or something like that. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. This whole canvas is 94.8 centimeters by 65 centimeters, which is, you know, let me just see if I can get it all in there. If I'm feeling, I don't know how I'm feeling. I should put pictures in so you can really see these canvases because it's not really showing up. Okay. Oh, and I think I started saying the clips don't work, so I use the pool noodle. I don't think I finished that thought. So the pool noodles, if you do that method, that can also fit in the wrapping paper spot. And I thought it said 18 slots, but then I saw one that had 20 slots, so now I don't even remember. I don't have 20 canvases, so it doesn't matter either way. Oh, we got that. Put that. Okay, so the next one is, well, might as well go right into it. The Josephine wall. I have not worked on this in a year. So when I think about trying to, oh, look at that. It's a lot of confetti, but the little part I have, isn't that cute? It's really cute. And this is Magical Merry-Go-Round. I don't think I said the name of the Disney one. I think it's called Surf's Up. And so this is Merry-Go-Round and Josephine Wall, yes. She has so many, and I don't know what I was thinking that I wanted to do something with 210 colors. I won't fall down that rabbit hole again. But that's what this is. And when I think about my rules of trying to do a row a week, this takes forever to do one section. And I like to do bigger sections because doing the little 4x4s, it was just annoying me. So that's what my goal is, to do bigger ones like this when I do get back to it. And we'll see how that goes. But look at those colors. That's so pretty. That is so pretty. But yeah, so that's that one. But let's see. I don't know. I guess in a perfect world, I don't know what I was gonna say. But anyway, so this is my very first Diamond Art Club. I started buying from Diamond Art Club 2 years ago, and I ordered this, And to get free shipping, I ordered another one that I did finish, but it was heavy color blocking. Nothing in it really. It just said, I believe in unicorns or something. But this was the true one. And back then, I really wanted to join different events. So I had started it, then I joined cats and dog events, and I started one. And then the Summer of the Masters came, and then I started that. And then Halloween came, and then I started that. I did finish the Halloween kit, but I left all the other kits to not get finished. And here we are 2 years later. So this is Night Sky Tree of Life by Peggy Collins. And it is so pretty. Look at that. So funny thing about this one, and if you look close, you'll be able to tell what I ended up doing. So when I started this in 2024, didn't know about enhancing. Well, it was actually this piece right here. No, actually I started on this side. So some of this. So this I did in 2024, and then I stopped. So when you see like some of this, and then when you compare it to over here, you can see the enhancements. So I started enhancing it when I picked it back up in 2025. It doesn't bother me that I finished like all of that without the enhancements. You can, I think you can tell, but I'm not gonna take it out. I feel like I have so much more. It's a 70 by 70 to do that I don't even think you're gonna notice. But I really want to finish this year because it's been a whip for so long, and that's really my goal. And for me to pick this as my first canvas, I was totally insane. I don't know anything about size, and I still don't. I still order stuff and get it and be like, why is this as tall as me? Why do I have a canvas that's as tall as me? I think when I started diamond painting, I thought everything was going to be no bigger than maybe 11 by 17, and I don't know what that is in inches. Not, I mean, what that is in centimeters, not 30 by 30. Because I thought everybody diamond paints and puts everything on their wall, so canvases aren't bigger than, you know, frames usually aren't bigger than that. So that's that, right? That's not what happened. Okay. Now this one, you've never seen this one before, and there was, with summer again, they were doing a no whip November, and I wanted to do this around the time the second Wicked movie came out. And I got this from the one with the diamond art. Wow, that's like 3 canvases to one diamond art. Even though most of my inventory is Diamond Art Club, I have a lot of other companies in the whip game right now. So this is Wicked Game, Cocoa Marshmallow Art. So I wanted to do this around when the second Wicked movie came out, but it was a mistake. I got the wrong drills. And what, I didn't realize it, but when I emailed them, what happened was I have the canvas and the legend for shimmer drills, or I don't know what they call them, but for that, and I got the drills for ABs, but I was sort of surprised that so much was so different. I mean, when I started kitting up, like everything practically was different. Maybe 3 colors were the same, and I was so confused. I'm like, these look like the right canvases because, you know, it's all these greens. So this is what the image looks like. And I got these papers from, yeah, I don't remember who I got them from, but the name is totally escaping me. So I had, for No Whip November, you had to have drills down, so that is what is done. So maybe this was the color that did match. Oh, I need to go back and make sure. This might not be the right color. Well, it kind of looks like it. Because I just like grabbed a color, put it on just to get it started. And that was it. But it's a whip. So, you know, now we're in June. And that is all that's on there. So that's that. So the next one is oh, okay. So this is from Diamond Art UK Studio. And this is a Hell Choreo. I really fell in love with this artist. I know everyone's seen Sweet Shop that Katie had done. And at the time, there were no other paintings in stock. And so this isn't the first one of Hell Choreo that I got. I don't remember the name of it, but it has 98 colors, and this is First Date. And it's so cute. I really love how, like, in the background, I'll probably put the picture up because I don't think you can tell. You can see like that someone's coming up, that they're probably waiting for that person. I think that's kind of cute. But yeah, so I've done partial one leg. No, I did both legs. I did both legs, and that's it. That is as far as we got. That is it. But I love all the colors. I have to pull out these bright ones when I have some of the dark ones. It's so hard on my eyes to do. Canvas is too much black. Okay, so next. So this is one of the canvases I was mentioning that I started with an event. And this actually comes from Heaven for Design. And I just realized this week, because I'm not always active in these Facebook groups, that they do not do diamond art anymore. So they were primarily a cross stitch company, and if they had artists who had approved, I'm gonna have to put a picture in here, approved to do diamond art, you can get them printed on canvases. Now some people do cross stitch conversions, which that was on my list to do one this year, and I haven't done it yet. But the catch is you have to get your own drills. So I got drills for this one from, I think, Diamond Art USA or something. I don't remember who they are. But yeah, a lot of this is popping out. But I haven't worked on this in 2 years. It's been rolled up. It looks kind of good. I swear, looking through the camera, it's a totally different perspective. But you should be looking at the picture right now. But she has, the artist is Christina Hess. And I actually did submit some of her art to Diamond Art Club, and I never saw anything in voting or heard anything. So maybe she said no, but after a while, in hindsight, I was like, maybe she should stay away from Diamond Art Club because I don't know, something seems very toxic. I don't know if it's just the buyers or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. But I feel like once I sent, you probably see in the thing right now that it's a cat. So she has this whole series of animals in history that I was just so fascinated by. And I just fell in love with the whole series. So I got quite a few of them. Like I said, but I was disappointed to find out that the company, Heaven and Earth Design, doesn't do diamond art anymore. So if I wanted to do any more cats that they have in cross stitch for this artist, I'm gonna have to do a cross stitch conversion. But believe me, I have quite a few of them, and I think I have what I've been been my favorites. So I have it. It seems so big, but I think this makes it seem so much bigger than everything else because they use actual painting canvases, which I actually like, but they have so much excess around it. Like, you know, just look how big this part is. It makes it feel so much bigger than the other canvases that I have, which is not. Which you saw, it's not. And I don't see the dimensions on here. It's not on here, so I don't know what it is. And I believe wherever it is, it's in inches. But yeah, I hate these drills. I know I couldn't quite remember. I hope I'm not bashing somebody's name because I don't remember what the name of the company is. But when I pull it back out and work on it, I'll have the information. But I just don't like these drills. And now, oh, it's popping out so bad. It's terrible. And that could be because of it being rolled up. But that's not why I hate them. I hate these drills. This was, because this is early on in my diamond painting journey, I didn't know about the different ABs, but these ABs, this is what made me hate ABs because they kept coming off in the wax, and that was just so annoying. It was so annoying. Okay, I'm gonna put that down. Yeah, I like the painter's canvas. It's just so heavy. So that was that, and I have two more. So the last two are customs. These are customs that I had made for Summer of the Masters. And like I was talking about, I did a whole video on Juneteenth and showed these. So these were my two customs by Black artists from the 1800s that I had done. So I did work on it. So I hadn't worked on it in 2 years, another 2-year thing. So I finished this part, and it might be just one, whatever you call that thing, one sheet full. But yeah, this is something else that looks better through the camera. But I talked about how I wasn't sure if I got it big enough, or maybe it just wasn't the best image to try to convert into diamond painting. And again, it looks so much better in the camera because some of these colors are so questionable to me when I look at it up, you know, up close. But you can tell what everything is through the camera. Yeah, so that's that. I need to write the artist name on here because I don't remember doing the design. So that was that. And my last custom was another Black artist, and Dreamer Design did this one as well. And I think I'm calling both. One person's name is Robert. I do know that much, but this is all I've done. And again, in the camera, that looks really good. And I was sharing in the video about some of the colors that got charted on here. Just don't make any sense. Now, when you look at the original, this area does look dark, but I know these flowers aren't supposed to be black. I know they're not supposed to be black. And because, you know, the painting is so old and trying to do, you know, from a print of an actual canvas, that something got distorted. But I ordered some colors and I got both of them in now, of just some dark greens that I want to do there. And this section too, this is charted as black. It's a table, and when you look at if you zoom in, it just looks like a dark brown. And maybe, you know, the lighting, it was 1800s. You know, I know they didn't have like all the fancy lighting or whatever, but I know the table is not black. I could tell that it's not black, but it's charted as black. So I have some really dark browns to go there and the dark greens here. And there was another color that I was gonna replace too, because it actually came through as blue. Now I don't know, this was my first time doing a custom. I chose Dreamer Design. It was kind of like a rush thing that I didn't do a lot of research, but I don't know, maybe all customs are like this, that they don't go in and check the colors. They sent me, you know, a sample, but the sample picture didn't say what colors was gonna get charted, because I definitely won't like, this shouldn't be black. This shouldn't be black. So, but yeah, it's pretty, this is, like I said, another thing, this looks good through the camera. I don't know if all of it's accurate when you look at the picture, because I don't think this part, I think this part should be more white, but I don't think it's gonna look bad. But some of these colors just don't make sense. But I'm gonna finish it. Besides those changes, I don't think I'm gonna change much else. I just can't go with that being black. And I believe that is, oh, there is something else. Now this isn't a whip yet, but I wanted to show you whenever a spot comes open, I'm gonna work on this. And this is, the picture will be there, Welcome Home by Mandy Manzano. And it's one of like the All Dogs Go to Heaven series. And so a couple years ago, I lost my dog Jack. He doesn't look like this. He was actually a brown and black Pomeranian. And maybe I'll share a picture. But he died a few years ago. And someone in the Facebook group was, this is kind of a strange story. I think she was a veterinarian and she was showing some diamond art that she puts up in her office. And someone mentioned like, yeah, I made a diamond painting with one of these and gave it to our vet. And I was like, that would be so nice. I don't know if that's quite how the story goes, but anyway, I was like, that would be great. You know, he had been going to this veterinary clinic for so long, and then that day they were just so great, you know, with comforting me with my grief. And I know they probably deal with that all along, but one thing I do remember is when I'm sitting there, especially in the office when you're spending your last moments with them, you know, I was looking at the pictures. One, when I took this out now, this thing is big. Two, I thought this would be a great addition to have in your office. I wish it wasn't so big now that I look at it, but I'm ready. I'm ready to work on it. It'll be 3 years in November since he passed. So I would like to get started on this and maybe have it done by then. And part of me is like, oh, I should just go in and give it to them and just risk sounding like a crazy person or ship it to them. And, you know, maybe they'll call and be like, oh, thank you, this is such a beautiful gift type of thing. We'll see how it goes. And also see how much it costs to ship it to them. I'm not that far away from them, but I don't live in the area anymore. You know, I'm not around the corner. Gas is probably, even with these prices, is still cheaper than shipping, especially since I'm going to get it framed and, you know, all those kinds of things. But we'll see how it goes. Because although I say I'm ready to work on it, I don't know if I'm ready to walk back in there. I'm still feeling emotional even just thinking about doing it. That's the other reason of why I would just drop it off. So that is in line with my 12. See, if I start working on it now, it's gonna be 13. So that's why I'm not gonna do that. And that is what I have going on. So if you have stuck around this long, let me know in the comments which ones you're excited to see me finish. I'm excited too. And how do you navigate if you're doing a 26 by 26? Are you doing like a row a week, or one section? How are you making sure you are actively working on your kits? Or do you get hyper focused like I do and just like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna work on this? Or just go with the flow. I guess, you don't have to have a strict rule. One thing that I wanted to do is, I showed you how I had finished 2 minis, is to always keep something small in rotation, because I know I can get through it quicker, and always have something finished. But that just, yeah. But that just means I'll never get to these bigger ones. I swear that the cat one that I showed you, and of sleeves, I don't even think I said the name. I literally have not worked on that one in 2 years. Everything else, excuse me, that I started 2 years ago, I have worked on since. Even the Peggy Collins, I've worked on that in the past year. And the sleeves I have not touched at all. And I don't even know if that's gonna be next. After looking at that Cup of Sunshine, that looked so pretty. I think once I finish this Cursed, because that one looks beautiful in the camera. Well, up close, but I didn't realize how pretty until I was really looking at it. So anyway, I'm done babbling. I think that is gonna get me close to an hour. So again, thanks for watching. And if you want to come back and see my progress, subscribe to the channel. Talk to you soon. Bye.